Hi, Dr. Saxena here, and I've been talking about something like a universal truth. Aging, aging is aging, right? And it is, if you listen to conventional wisdom, and traditional thought has programmed us to expect aging and debilitating symptoms as an inevitable gloom, slowly penetrating our lives from middle age onwards. See, this is not necessarily true, and research and time tested therapies have proved differently. In the last decade, studies have redefined healthy as living with an energy and vitality of someone years younger, achieving that level of health, adding life to your years. I presume aging is not a disease and it has been always worked out at a big levels. It is a natural process that can be managed. When I call it as a natural process, true, you can't stop your biological clock, and there can be real challenges meeting you at various times in your individual aging process. The key is to how to live those years and meet those challenges. See, all said and done, we talk about hormones start to drop by 1 to 3% every year, beginning at the age of around 30. Factor that calculates to up to 20% drop by the age of 50, and drop by 50% at the age of 80. I always believe these people are very smart when we talk about recruitments in army, and where the recruitment is done at the age of 16 or 18 max, and by the age of 30, 35, 35 plus, you will officially be retired. Same thing happens with the sports people. That's the time you enter that. Why there is such a kind of thing? These people are very smart. Why they recruit people at that age is they know your hormones are start will begin to decline, and your efficiency will not be that kind of stuff, or that kind keen. You will not be very agile. Your reflexes will not be that fast when we reach to after post 30, 35s. So this can be, we can always understand this process just because of the biological clock, because the hormones they start plummeting. See, both men and women rarely on a critical balance. See, we rely on a critical balance, and most of the people have got a good balance of estrogen, testosterone, thyroid, your something like adrenal gland hormones, which is cortisol and DHEA. Each hormone has got a specific job, yet overlaps the other to create a synergistic environments. You need a kind of well orchestrated hormones, which has to everything has to balance with other. See, you can take an example of estrogen. For example, estrogen alone protects against heart disease, osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, and incontinence, as well as enhancing the libido, skin tone, emotional well-being, cognitive acuity, sensory function, and digestion. This is a big list of things which is being done by the estrogen, and you similarly, testosterone improves libido and energy levels, enhance sense of well-being, strengthens bone, builds muscle tone, brain function, and the heart health. We were time when we talked of when we were we understood these things and all that. We were told that yes, testosterone T receptors mostly for that libido or things, but we are able to know the T receptors, which are the testosterone, they are essential for your brain function also, for your heart health, for your muscle tone. These are all the things which we picked up. We are now trying to understand, connect between the dots and trying to understand this particular thing. Similarly, there is a hormone which is called DHEA, works closely with cortisol. DHEA is dehydroepiandrosterone, which is being secreted from the adrenal glands. And with cortisol, it protects against the stress, cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, as well as preventing wrinkles and dry eyes, increases libido, upping energy levels, boosting memory and immunity. Big things. Just cortisol helps regulate blood pressure, increase energy, and influences metabolism, as well as helps your body cope with stress and infection. Having diminished levels of hormone levels contribute to complex symptoms from and a slow steady deterioration in your health. It's a array of symptoms you get into that, and you slowly deteriorate over the health. As years pass by, the symptoms become more noticeable as the relationships between them and the hormone levels become undeniable. You start with diminished libido, you start with waning energy, low on energy, decreased lean muscle, and increased body fat, weakened bones and osteoporosis, reduction in the skin tone and elasticity, memory lapses. You just forget whatever things you had done 3 days back. It's happening. You just see a normal male person of about 40 years, he has the short-term memory problems. It's undeniable. It's happening day in and day out. There are cardiovascular concerns. There is something like sleeplessness, irritability, wild mood swings. These are the symptoms which are, as years pass by, you don't have a kind of proper hormonal balance, you get into all these things. And apart, outwardly, a middle-aged man may have an increasing abdominal fat and reduced lean muscle mass. Both are hallmarks of a hormonal imbalance. He no longer looks or feels virile, and his sexual functions fade. As a result, self-esteem begins to suffer. In addition to impacting personal life, hormonal imbalances and their effects encroach on the job performance and the business success. That's best seen in the corporate world, where poor lifestyle choices, a diminished endocrine system, and a 21st century stress collide. On the way to fiscal nirvana, high performers notoriously spend their health to gain the wealth. They labor over business strategies to ensure corporate success, leaving their health behind. The most costly event in their lives, loss of productivity, goes unnoticed. Eventually, poor nutrition, reduced exercise, and overly prescribed antidepressants, coupled with plummeting hormone levels, take their toll in both personal and corporate settings. See, this is why savvy corporations are championing a corporate culture which fosters better health and subsequently improves productivity. You need to how all of these things does all these things connect with having a diminished hormone levels. Hormones perceptibly alter physical, sexual, and cognitive functions, often with the psychological complications. Until recently, these changes were accepted as growing old, forcing individuals into a background. Now we realize delayed premature disabilities is viable. Since the body hormone receptors don't lose their ability to respond to hormone messages, these receptors are waiting to be filled. Restoring hormonal balance with hormone optimization and healthier life choices can turn the tide. So this is my simple message: is don't take this particular truth as a universal truth. Aging is aging, right? So what? Yes, you can always tide over things. It is you have been programmed to expect aging as a disease. It's an inevitable gloom. It is not necessarily true. I invite you to this integrative medicine, where we are trying to work with a lot of chronic degenerative problems, and we have a comprehensive scientific approach to medicine, looking at small things where others usually don't. Optimum health and not disease is our primary focus. It sidesteps traditional medicines, fix when it is broken, and diagnose and treat philosophies. Instead, we offer proactive, preventive medical care, enhancing health rather than waiting for diseases to appear. Yeah, welcome to my center. You are recognized as an individual and not treated generically and programmed to tailor your. We are trying to work it as a, you are recognized as an individual. You need a kind of tailor mode. This one, it one size fits all approach doesn't help anyone. So we are trying to work on your unique medical issues, your goals, your concerns, delivering short-term benefits with the best opportunity for long-term health and vigor. Most importantly, our proven protocols are not just speculation; they are reality and they are working. My goal is to, I want you to understand what is this sound information and insight. We are trying to give you that by empowering you with this education, with sound information and insight, uncovering weak links through evaluation and diagnostic analysis. We guide you through options and alternatives. You can, with that, you can regain and maintain optimal health and vigor. See, this is one thing which always put, good health requires your active participation. And genetics say, genetics, if you go with the geneticists, they say over 60% what happens to you is within your control. I tell clearly, you have the power to control the future of your health. This is what we try to work at our level. This is Dr. Saxena, and I invite you to look into a thing called integrative medicine, and we are trying to work with this particular protocols. Thank you.